Hello, Lake Havasu. Welcome back to another Traffic Tip Tuesday. I'm Sergeant Jerry Burns, bringing you today's tip. Today, we're going to discuss some frequently asked questions about side-by-sides and what the regulations are regarding those. One of the first frequently asked questions is, do children under the age of 18, are they required to wear a helmet? The answer is yes, they are required to wear a helmet. Under Arizona law, anybody under the age of 18 in an all-terrain vehicle, motorcycle, or any such type vehicle are required to wear a helmet. Next question right after that is then if a child restraint seat or a child restraint device is required to be used in an off-highway vehicle. Yes, if you're going to be operating on the roadway at all, you are required to have a child restraint device. Another frequently asked question is going to be the licensing requirements for your side-by-side to be used on the roadway or off of the road. So let's go to the back of the vehicle here and we'll talk about some of those license requirements. With the registrations on the off-highway vehicles, there's two different options that you have. One is the on-the-road or the other is off-road only. So the off-road only, the recreational vehicle or RV plate that you'll see on a lot of side-by-sides allows you to operate that off-highway, off of the roadway out in the desert. The ones that are meant for the road are going to look like a normal motorcycle plate or a normal vehicle plate. And this will allow you to drive anywhere on the street, in town, that any vehicle is allowed to. Some of the restrictions on the highway is going to come down to the type of side-by-side that you have, if it's built to be operated on the highway, if it has DOT tires. There's a lot more restrictions that it comes to when it comes to operating on the highway. So make sure that your vehicle meets those requirements before you enter the highway. Going back to the RV plate, one of the other questions that is a common question with that is if they have that, can they operate from their residence out to the desert? The RV plate covers incidental use. So if you have to cross a roadway somewhere or you're a block or two away from the desert entrance, then you would be allowed to do so. But you can't drive from the center of town, go from the grocery store out to the desert. So please make sure that you have the appropriate plate before you operate inside Lake Havasu City. One of the other questions that are common questions that we have are, can a vehicle be operated with chase lights on the roadway? Chase lights are not allowed to be operated on the roadway because they are flashing or strobing, and you cannot have flashing or strobing lights while you're operating on the roadway. Which brings us kind of one of our final questions is regarding Christmas lights. A lot of people like to decorate their side-by-sides with Christmas lights and then drive around town. That again is not legal to do because you have different color lights on there, red, blue, that are reserved for law enforcement or public safety like fire engines that you're not allowed to have out there on the roadway. And those Christmas lights can interfere with your normal operating lights and can confuse other drivers. So you are not allowed to operate with those. Thank you for watching today's Traffic Tip Tuesday. I'm Sergeant Jerry Burns. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact my office if you have any questions about what we covered today. As always, stay safe out there.